Here's something most shoppers completely miss about Home Depot in March. While everyone's focused on spring gardening displays, there's a completely different inventory cycle happening that smart contractors exploit every year. March sits in this retail sweet spot where winter clearance overlaps with spring prep, creating temporary pricing anomalies on specific tool categories. What I'm about to show you isn't about coupons or holiday sales. This is about understanding exactly which products Home Depot needs to move in March and using that knowledge to score professional equipment at prices that won't exist in April. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to buy before these deals vanish. Let's start with why March matters. Home Depot operates on strict seasonal inventory schedules. They can't warehouse winter equipment through summer and spring tools through fall. Storage costs money, and floor space generates revenue only when displaying products people want right now. Every March, stores face the same challenge. Winter inventory that didn't sell needs to disappear to make room for spring stock arriving in weeks. This creates predictable clearance patterns on specific categories. But most shoppers mess up. They think clearance means damaged returns or discontinued junk. In March, clearance often means perfectly good tools that simply represent the wrong season. The first category to target is cordless outdoor power equipment, specifically leaf blowers and outdoor vacuums. Why buy leaf blowers in March? Retailers stock leaf blowers heavily in fall. Whatever didn't sell by December gets clearanced in late winter to make room for lawn mowers and string trimmers. By March, remaining inventory hits maximum markdown because spring planting displays need that floor space immediately. People buying leaf blowers in March pay significantly less than fall buyers, then store them until autumn. Meanwhile, that same blower returns to shelves in September at full retail. If you've got storage space and can think one season ahead, March leaf blower pricing beats any fall sale. Category 2 is pressure washers. Home Depot stocks pressure washers year-round. But March sits between winter cleaning projects and summer deck maintenance season. Stores are transitioning from electric models to gas-powered units for heavy outdoor summer work. This transition creates overlap, where both types share limited floor space. To move electric models faster, prices drop. If you need a pressure washer for spring cleaning, like washing siding, cleaning concrete, or prepping surfaces for paint, buying in March beats waiting for summer when demand and prices both spike. Category 3 is generators. Most people think generator season is fall before hurricanes or winter storms. Stores stock heavily in September and October. Whatever doesn't sell by January gets marked down. March generator inventory represents opportunity because stores need space for lawn equipment. Remaining winter stock gets discounted significantly. Most consumers aren't thinking generators in March, so there's less competition. If you experience summer storms, buying a generator in March means paying less and having it ready before panic buying when storm season arrives. Home Depot doesn't advertise clearance cycles. They rely on customers not noticing seasonal patterns. Once you understand floor space economics, the system becomes predictable. Stores rotate inventory 4 times yearly, matching seasons. Winter to spring transition happens March through early April. That's your window for winter tool clearance. Each transition creates clearance opportunities on categories being phased out. Most shoppers buy whatever they need whenever they need it, paying current prices. Category 4 is heating equipment and insulation materials. Retailers start clearing heating inventory in March because spring installation season creates brief demand before summer. Contractors doing renovation install insulation and HVAC in spring before heat makes attics unbearable. March sees both clearance on overstock heating products and competitive pricing on items stores want to move during this installation window. If you're planning insulation projects or replacing heating components, March pricing beats both winter and summer. Category 5 is hand tools, specifically mechanic sets and automotive repair equipment. Home Depot stocks mechanic tools heavily in winter when DIY car maintenance peaks. People change oil, replace batteries, do brake work during cold weather. By March, stores transition toward outdoor project tools, creating clearance on socket sets, wrench sets, automotive specialty tools. These tools don't wear out or become obsolete, so buying on clearance in March means getting identical functionality at less than full retail. The app and website show inventory at nearby stores in real time. Most people browse online and show up hoping stuff's in stock. Here's the power move. Use the app to check clearance inventory at multiple locations. See something marked down at one store but not others? That store is trying to move specific inventory faster. When one store shows clearance pricing and others don't, you've found a localized deal. Drive to that location and buy before they equalize pricing. Early March is when clearance begins. You'll see initial markdowns, but prices haven't hit bottom yet. Mid-March is the sweet spot. Inventory has sat long enough that stores are motivated, but there's still decent selection. Late March into early April gets tricky. Best prices often appear here, but selection becomes limited. For something specific, shop mid-March. If you're flexible and want maximum discount, late March delivers. Category 6 is portable lighting and job site power equipment. LED work lights, portable generators, heavy-duty extension cords, and task lighting peak in winter when days are short. Come March, stores need this space for gardening tools. Clearance pricing on commercial grade work lights in March beats any price rest of year. Contractors stock up on backup lighting every March. If you work in garages, basements, or outdoor projects needing reliable lighting, March is your month. Home Depot locations aren't identical. Stores in different areas stock different inventory based on local demand. A Minnesota store carries different winter equipment than Arizona. This creates geographic arbitrage opportunities. Stores in colder areas clearance winter equipment more aggressively. Stores in areas transitioning to hot weather faster discount spring items sooner for summer inventory. By checking inventory at stores in different climate zones, you find deals others in your area never see. Category 7 is air compressors. March specifically sees clearance on larger tank models because they take significant floor space, and stores need to transition from winter workshop storage to spring outdoor equipment. Pancake compressors sell year-round, but larger vertical tank compressors and two-stage workshop models get clearanced in March. For home workshops or upgrading compressed air capacity, March clearance on air compressors consistently delivers better pricing than Black Friday or summer sales. Understanding tool platform ecosystems separates people who save hundreds from those who save thousands. Whether invested in Milwaukee, DeWalt, Ryobi, or Makita, March clearance represents strategic opportunity. When stores clearance seasonal tools from specific brands, you build or expand battery collections at discounts. Buy the tools on clearance, and you're buying into batteries and chargers at reduced effective cost. Someone building their collection through seasonal clearance ends up with identical tools as full retail buyers, but saves enough to buy additional tools with the difference. Category 8 is fasteners, brackets, and construction hardware. March sees stores reorganizing hardware departments to emphasize outdoor project supplies. This creates temporary pricing on bulk fastener packages, specialty brackets, and construction hardware. Professional contractors buy fasteners in bulk regardless of season, watching for price drops. When stores mark down multi-packs to move inventory faster, that's value. fasteners don't spoil. Buying on clearance now means having them available at below retail when you need them later. Home Depot's rental department retires equipment on schedules, creating buying opportunities. March aligns with pre-spring rental inventory refresh. Tools that handled winter rentals get evaluated for retirement. When rental equipment retires and gets offered for sale, you're buying professional-grade tools that survived commercial rental use. These are heavy-duty versions built to tolerate abuse. Ask specifically at rental desks about retired equipment. Most employees won't volunteer this, but they'll check when asked directly. Create a prioritized buying list based on actual needs for the next year. Rank items by importance and urgency. Then systematically check clearance sections and online inventory for those specific items throughout March. Don't buy impulsively because something's on sale. But when priority list items appear at clearance prices, grab them immediately. This disciplined approach prevents buying junk, while ensuring you catch legitimate deals on tools you'll actually use. Home Depot's return policy remains generous, even on clearance purchases. When you buy clearance tools, you're protected by the same return window as full-price purchases. Buy in March, test thoroughly, and if anything seems wrong, return it. Clearance price doesn't reduce return rights. This eliminates risk of buying clearance tools. Worst case, you return it. Best case, you scored a professional tool at deep discount that works perfectly. Category 9 is outdoor storage solutions and organization systems. Sheds, deck boxes, garage organization, shelving units. March sits before spring cleaning season when demand for organization spikes. But it's also when stores make room for patio furniture and outdoor living displays. This creates clearance pricing on storage products. If you need to organize a garage or add storage capacity, March clearance beats waiting for summer, when everyone else needs these products. Sales versus clearance aren't the same. Sales are temporary price reductions on current inventory, usually tied to promotions. Clearance is permanent price reduction on inventory stores are eliminating. Sales pricing can disappear overnight. Clearance pricing typically only moves down until the item sells or gets liquidated. When you find something on clearance in March that you need, waiting to see if it drops further is gambling. Someone else might buy it, or stores might consolidate inventory to fewer locations. If clearance price already represents good value and you need the item, buy it now. Build relationships with department employees and managers. Not manipulatively, just be friendly and ask good questions. Employees who work tool departments for years develop detailed knowledge of inventory cycles, markdown schedules, and what's coming. A conversation about what you're looking for can lead to them mentioning when they expect markdowns on specific categories or when seasonal transitions typically happen. Some will even check upcoming markdown schedules if you ask nicely. This insider knowledge lets you time purchases for maximum discount. Category 10 is outdoor power equipment, batteries, and chargers. People buy cordless outdoor tools year-round, but peak seasons are spring for lawn equipment and fall for leaf blowers. Battery and charger inventory doesn't follow the same pattern. Stores stock accessories year-round because people need replacements regardless of season. In March, when stores clear winter equipment and transition to spring lawn care, there's often overstock on batteries from returned equipment or incomplete kits. These get clearanced to move quickly. If you're building outdoor power tool collections on a specific battery platform, buying spare batteries and chargers in March at clearance beats paying full retail midsummer. Here's something that transforms how you think about tool buying entirely. Retail pricing assumes buyers purchase when need is urgent. Need a drill right now? Pay current price. But when you separate need from timing, everything changes. You know you'll eventually need certain tools. Maybe not today, but within the next year. By shopping clearance cycles strategically, you buy those tools months before you need them at prices that won't exist when urgency strikes. This requires storage space and upfront capital, but the savings compound dramatically. Someone who always buys tools exactly when projects demand them pays maximum retail because they have no choice. Someone who stocks up during clearance cycles pays a fraction and has tools ready whenever projects arise. Now let's get into geographic strategy more deeply. Home Depot locations in wealthy suburbs tend to clear inventory differently than urban stores or locations in working-class areas. Wealthy area stores often have higher return rates and more overstock from customers who impulse buy and change their minds. This creates better clearance selection, but those stores also have more bargain hunters who know to look. Meanwhile, stores in areas with strong contractor presence move clearance inventory faster because professionals snap up deals immediately. The optimal strategy is checking stores in wealthy areas during weekday mornings before contractor rush. You get first pick of generous clearance selection without competing against people who do this professionally. Here's a category that flies completely under the radar: specialty blades, bits, and consumables. Saw blades, drill bits, router bits, sandpaper, cutting discs, anything that wears out with use. Home Depot stocks these year-round, but March sees clearance on winter-specific consumables and overstock from holiday toolkit promotions. Premium blade sets and bit sets that were bundled with tools during holiday sales often end up clearanced separately when the toolkits break up. These consumables have indefinite shelf life. Buying them on clearance in March means having premium cutting tools and accessories available at discount prices whenever you need them. The savings per item might seem small, but over years of projects, this adds up significantly. Let's address the psychological barrier that stops most people from maximizing these opportunities. There's a cultural bias toward buying new at full price. It feels good to bring home shiny tools in pristine packaging. Clearance and seasonal buying feels like settling for less. But this emotional reasoning costs money for identical functional outcomes. Whether you paid full retail or clearance pricing, that tool performs the same job. The only difference is how much money you spent to achieve identical results. Once you internalize this and separate emotion from economics, the entire clearance game makes perfect sense. You're not settling or compromising. You're being strategically smart about resource allocation. Here's your March action plan. First, make a comprehensive list of tools and materials you'll need over the next 12 months. Be thorough and honest about actual needs versus wants. Second, check Home Depot's app and website inventory at stores within reasonable driving distance. Look specifically for clearance tags on items from your list. Third, visit stores physically and walk clearance end caps in relevant departments. Online listings don't always reflect in-store markdowns immediately. Fourth, ask rental desk employees about retired equipment availability. Be persistent but friendly when asking. Fifth, check back weekly as markdown cycles continue progressing through March. Sixth, when you find list items at clearance prices that represent good value, buy immediately. Don't gamble on further price drops. The retail industry operates on psychological principles designed to make you spend more at higher prices. Everything from store layouts to marketing and product positioning creates urgency around buying new at full retail. But when you understand seasonal inventory cycles and markdown patterns, you operate outside that system entirely. You're no longer reacting to artificial urgency or paying premium prices for convenience. Instead, you're strategically acquiring tools and materials when retailers are motivated to move inventory. capturing the price difference as savings. This approach requires planning and patience, but the economic advantages compound over time into thousands of dollars saved. And here's the final piece that ties everything together. Most of these March opportunities repeat annually. Once you've successfully navigated one March clearance cycle, you understand the pattern. Next year, you'll know exactly when to look and what to expect. This knowledge becomes a permanent advantage. While other shoppers continue paying full retail and waiting for holiday sales that deliver modest discounts, you're operating on a different calendar entirely. You're buying winter tools in March, spring tools in June, summer equipment in September, and fall items in December. Each seasonal transition creates fresh clearance opportunities on categories most shoppers aren't thinking about. Smart tool buying isn't about luck or stumbling onto random deals. It's about understanding retail inventory economics and systematically using that knowledge to your advantage. Home Depot needs to rotate seasonal inventory to maintain revenue from limited floor space. This creates predictable clearance patterns 4 times yearly throughout the calendar. March specifically offers opportunities on winter tools, portable power, pressure washers, generators, heating equipment, mechanics tools, and numerous other categories most shoppers overlook completely. By shopping these seasonal transitions strategically, you build workshops full of professional equipment prices that seem impossible to people who only know retail calendar sales. The difference between someone with a garage full of tools purchased at full retail and someone with identical tools bought through strategic seasonal clearance isn't the tools themselves. It's the knowledge applied to acquisition timing. Both workshops contain the same functional equipment, but one person spent thousands more to achieve the same outcome. That price difference could fund additional tools, materials for projects, or simply remain as saved capital. When you understand this system and commit to shopping strategically instead of impulsively, you permanently shift which category you belong to. The March window is open right now, and these opportunities won't last into April when spring inventory takes over completely.